you can control your narrative.
Welcome back. In today's video, we're going to react to a WesWatson video where he's having a hard time dealing with a breakup. And at the end, you'll see him and his ex talking about each other. So let's get this video rolling.
Without further delay, let's get straight into today's video.
WesWatson ain't nothing you could call WesWatson. I'm that motherfucker through and through, and all you fucking lames know it. And all the real ones know what lames look like. You lames, stop talking in the comments and stop talking online. Do you guys realize that really dope people don't even do that? Like, just by doing it shows how lame you are.
So as you can tell from the thumbnail, I guess we're back to watching the one-man circus that is Wesley Pegged Watson, who seems to be completely incapable of functioning like a normal person for more than 2 minutes. Now the old Westmeister has been getting himself involved with a lot more controversy and drama as of late, which is pretty much just what we expect from him at this point. I swear, whenever he says he enters the flow state, it's just code for him being an inconsiderate jackass again. Now, what has been happening in the wonderfully weird and wacky world of Wesley Watson again, you might be asking? Well, like we covered in our last video, Wesley and his escort Mangie have finally broken up after what I can only speculate was a relationship full of man-child tantrums and some bimbo walking around mumbling about theta healing. Well, it seems like Wesley is now going above and beyond to trash and belittle the woman that he once called his soulmate. But it's also
WesWatson always thinks he's perfect, but he thinks everything he says is correct. He thinks the way he thinks about everything is the right way. Well, it's not. Sometimes we all make mistakes, and that's what WesWatson does not think he does. And that's why he belittled his ex, Angie. And that's why she probably left him. And that's why Gabby probably cheated on him. Although these girls were paid for, he still failed at the relationship. Whether it's money or whatever, you can't treat anybody the way you think that you can treat them. Just throw money at them, and they'll be there all the time. Sometimes that's not going to be enough. So what we can learn from this is sometimes we got to treat people with respect. And that's something WesWatson does not get. He wants to be treated with respect, but he doesn't want to treat anybody, whether it's a relationship or paid relationship, whatever. He thinks just throwing money at people is going to be his way to deal with everything. But he's not that smart. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps with the channel. Subscribe if you like this kind of alpha male content. And let me know, do you think WesWatson dealt with his relationship the right way? Or do you think he could have done it another way? Or you can write how you would have told him to deal with his relationship. Let me know in the comments. And now let's continue with the video.
It's also been going to strip clubs and paying for some hookers to either make Mangie jealous or convince the rest of us that he's some stud that all women find attractive. Neither of which have been working, by the way.
This is a new record, but we know why. I didn't even get to go in, Rhino, and I was already kicked out. I'm kicked out of Tootsie's. Hopefully we can reinstate that. I didn't even get to go in. I was already done. I've been there since before prison. Since before I was locked up, I have not been there. I was already kicked out. Why do you think?
Yeah, and still doesn't make any money. They never show the real part. I show the real parts. This is why everybody's so fake online. They don't show the real shit. They talk shit to you when you go to a strip club, but they work at one. Okay? And I'll show you that. And I'll show you how they don't show you when they use the guy who's really got money's card and they say he's broke. They're all fucking fake. But I'm still thriving, bitch. We got the chef, we got everything going. We got Thanksgiving. I mean, I gave more money out this weekend to simple bitches than that bitch will ever have in her fucking life has ever had in her account. So just check it out. Just check it out. Go be someone's side chick, you dumb bitch.
Again, like I said, this is a woman who Wesley claims that he loves. He claims he loves her children, that she meant everything to him, and how their weird scammy souls are somehow connected and all that jazz. And now he just spends his time running her down and making fun of her for not having the things that he had.
Now we see WesWatson trying to make Angie jealous with other girls. I know there's a lot of people that try to do that. Girls try to do that with guys. Guys try to do that with girls. They try to be around the opposite sex just to make their ex jealous. But a lot of times that doesn't work. In most cases, it doesn't work. But what we got to do is get over our ex. Although Wes paid his ex to be his girlfriend pretty much, but he had a hard time getting over this girl for some reason because he said they were soulmates or something. It doesn't matter. There's always going to be a new person in your life, whether you're a man or a woman. Have confidence in yourself that you can find someone else. If a relationship ends, you got to learn to deal with it, whether it's through weightlifting, whether it's through faith, whether it's through work, whether it's through your hobbies. We got to do something to get our mind off our ex so we're not constantly like trying to stalk them or annoy them. Just like WesWatson, he went to Angie's old workplace and then he tried to get her jealous, and now because he's not allowed in there, he's saying that she can find another person to throw money at her, but she probably already did, and he's just saying that just to try to hurt her feelings. And we shouldn't say things to hurt someone's feelings, whether it's an ex. That's why I would never belittle a person. I never did that with a relationship. I never did that online. Never try to do that. Try to belittle someone online just to get them mad or jealous. That just shows how much of a person you are. Pretty much you're a scumbag, or you're just not dealing with things good. Maybe you're not mentally stable, but we got to learn to control our attitudes and learn to deal with breakups instead of trying to stalk someone. We just got to move forward and keep improving ourselves in our lives, improve our bodies, improve our finances, improve spiritually, maybe improve at our workplace so we can better ourselves over there, and not always just focus our life and our mind on our ex and our past, because there's a reason why you broke up. Maybe it's because of you, maybe it's because of her, but you just got to move on and move forward.
Whilst also bragging about all the money he's been spending on strip clubs and shit.
You could use my card for your groceries if you were a nice person, but you're not. You talk shit and then use my card for your groceries. Where's your dudes at? Like, go get one of these lames to pay it. Spearmint Rhino ain't paying that much right now, huh? Like, there's just nobody get lap dances. They only get a few bucks. Should let me come in that night because I spent a few bucks, kiddo. Not just groceries, car payments, etc. Like, get someone else. Stop talking about me. Like, I don't like being talked about negatively if I'm still supporting people. Like, men support people. I'm a motherfucking man. Where your men at? They left. Exactly.
Well, let's be nice. Yeah. Let's be nice. We don't have to go there. I mean, you're not wrong, but you didn't have to say it. I mean...
But the funny part is that Manji has barely been saying anything about West. The only time she brings him up is so that she can waffle on about relationship advice and theta healing bullshit that she herself doesn't.
Now, we have WesWatson going on about how he supported Angie, and how he threw money at her again. But what we see in this is Angie is really getting to him with the comments she makes online. And now, one thing we can learn about this is we can't let someone get to us mentally, whether they say stuff to us in a text message or about us online. What we got to do is move forth. But WesWatson did not do that. Now, everyone noticed his dramatic muscle loss. We got to stay on our purpose. Who knows? Maybe WesWatson's business is suffering. Well, we know his physique is suffering, and he says he's not a fitness guy, but he has WesWatson Fit, and so that could be suffering because his body is supposed to be his proof of that he is fit, that he can run a business, but he is losing everything because of a chick. And don't let anybody, whether you're a girl or guy listening or watching this, don't let your opposite half or your former opposite half get to you to where you can't even work and where it's messing up your business, your mind. We just got to move forward and focus on our purpose. And that's the good thing we can learn about this is how WesWatson messed up and his whole life started spiraling out of control, especially after his breakup. And you'll see at the end of this, he still belittles his girlfriend. But let me tell you one thing. I talked to a few girls, and they said sometimes they just say something to get a man stirred up and mad, and they see that as funny. So they'll see that as belittling you, or you'll make it pretty much be a fool in their eyes. So don't try to be a fool. Don't try to get mad. It just makes you look foolish, guys. So, but only you can control your narrative. And check out MyLige's channel, Mudman. He had an awesome channel before, but now he's back. He has his kingdom. He's no longer in the swamp. He rose from the swamp, and now he's continued to make awesome videos. And let MyLiege channel know that the Frugal Cyborg sent you. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel and check out my TikTok. I post videos on there, comedy mainly, and other things. But you can just check that out because I do have a sense of humor. This is just my personal development channel. And everybody, keep on improving and keep on getting better every day. See you in the next video, and stay tuned for the video at the very end.
If you speak in this life, you just have to be right. Like, what you talk about has to be correct, you fucking bird brain idiot. Look at, you split up with your baby's mama. I don't have any kids. I was nice enough to take care of other people's mistakes, but
I did
this
a live,
is the thing.
and I have to share this with you because I was actually very dysregulated during that live. My ex was watching from a different phone and commenting, and I could see all the things, and I got triggered because this person knows how to provoke me, and that means I have more work to do. And if I'm going to show something that I want to share from the heart, especially something like theta healing that I love so much, it shouldn't matter who's watching or who's projecting the energy out at me. And that's what I needed to learn. And it was a